Hi, this is Jeff Boggs, Teche Matters host, Kane Radio AM 1240. Just on Tuesday, January 8th, we had a chance to speak to U.S. Senator David Vitter about his prostitution scandal and a little bit more as he visited New Iberia, Louisiana. This is how that interview went. First of all, appreciate you being here, and I, like the others, don't want to discount the fact that you've done some good work for this area, and I'm a big fan of the drug reimportation ideas that you have, and I'm kind of curious where they are, but I can't get past what went on in July.
Well, I'm sorry you can't. I think a lot of folks around the state are focused on the key priorities for the state that I talked about here: economic development, infrastructure, trying to move the state forward, particularly with jobs and the economy. A perfect example of that is I-49. That has a big impact here. You mentioned drug reimportation. That also hits people's pocketbooks in a very, very direct way. And we've scored some major successes in the Senate passing legislation on appropriation bills, but we still haven't passed a full-blown reimportation bill. So that remains my goal, to allow all Americans to buy safe, cheaper prescription drugs from Canada and other countries, which would help lower prices here in the United States. I'm working with a lot of senators, Republicans and Democrats, and we're getting there, but we still have more pushing to do.
Yeah, I know the Larry Craig stuff is kind of wound down a little bit. Are you surprised how the party dealt with your two issues?
Personally, I'm not. I think they're very, very different, but I've just been focused on talking to Louisiana citizens about their priorities and their concerns and what's important for their lives and their futures. That's why I do regular town halls and chamber meetings like I did today.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact that you've come out and that you even were willing to talk to me right now. But again, you don't find that there's been some sort of hypocrisy in what you've stood for and what you admitted to doing?
Look, whenever there is sin, there is hypocrisy. It's, I guess, part of the definition of sin, but people have to make that sort of judgment for themselves. I'm very focused on doing my job and being the best senator I can be, having certainly dealt with those issues positively in my marriage a long time ago.